exercise 5.3, 16th sum. A sum of rupees 700 is to be used to give 7 cash prizes to students of a school for their overall academic performance. If each prize is rupees 20 less than its preceding prize, find the value of each prize. So 700 is distributed among how many students? 7 students. 7 students. So this is the total amount which is shared among 7 students. But how it is shared? Suppose if the first prize is A, if one student is getting A, the next student is getting 20 less than the previous student. And the third student is still getting 20 less than the previous student. So A minus 40. Similarly here A minus 60, A minus 80, A minus 100 and A minus 120. So these are the 7 prizes. If we add all the 7, how much we'll get? We'll get here 700. Right? So this 700 is shared between 7 students. The condition given is each prize is 20 less than its preceding prize. Preceding means the previous prize. The first student is getting A, the second student is getting 20 less than the first candidate. And the third is getting still 20 less than the second student. Like that the prizes are divided. The question is find the value of each prize. What is the value of A? What is the value of A minus 20? Like that we have to calculate. So I write, let the prizes be A minus 20, A minus 40, A minus 60, A minus 80, A minus 100. I have to write 7 terms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 7th term will be A minus 120. So here Sn is equal to what? Equal to 700. How many students are there? 7 students. Therefore, what is n? N is equal to 7. What is A? A is equal to A only. Or we can take X also. D is A2 minus A1, which is A minus 20 minus A, which is equal to A minus 20 minus A. A gets cancelled. So what we get? D is equal to minus 20. Therefore, we are going to use Sn formula, which is n upon 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Sn is 700, n is equal to 7 upon 2, 2 into a, 2a, n is 7 minus 1, 6 and d is minus 20. So here it is 700 into 2 upon 7, 2 comes up, 7 comes down. So here it goes 100 times, which is equal to 2a minus 120. So here we'll get 200. 120 comes here as plus, which is equal to 2a. 320 is equal to 2a. A is equal to 320 divided by 2. What is A? A is equal to 160. We are asked to find out values of A minus 20, these prices. Therefore, first I will find out A. What is the value of A? 160. The second price is A minus 20. 160 minus 20, which is equal to 140. Then A minus 40, which is 160 minus 20, 120. Then A minus 60, 160 minus 60, 100. A minus 80, 160 minus 80, which is 80. A minus 100, 160 minus 100, which is 60. And the last price is A minus 120, which is 160 minus 120, which is equal to 40. So if we add all these 7 prices, how much we'll get? Definitely we'll get 700. And the condition given is the difference between each consecutive term is how many rupees? 20 rupees less than its preceding. Check we will get. So 700 is divided among 7 students in this way. These are the 7 prizes. Hope you understood. I read the problem again. A sum of rupees 700 is to be used to give 7 cash prizes to students of a school for their overall academic performance. If each prize is rupees 20 less than its preceding prices. Therefore, if we assume the first prize is A, the second prize is what? A minus 20. 20 less than its preceding. This is 20 less than its preceding. Like that 7 terms we have taken. Then we have used the SN formula. We got the value of A. A is substituted in the 7 terms we have taken and we got all the 7 prices. Seventeenth sum. I have written the problem in short. It was decided that the number of trees that each section of each class will plant will be the same as the class they are studying. So if we skip these 3 lines also, the remaining lines are very clear. So a section of class 1, suppose class 1 will plant 1 tree a section. Suppose if there are 3 sections, say A, B, C, this A section will plant 1 tree of first standard, B section will plant 1 tree and C section will plant 1 tree. So how many trees are planted by first standard? There are 3 trees. Suppose if you take second standard, it is standard second. It is given. Each class will be the same as the class they are studying. So second standard will plant 2 trees per division. 2 trees per division. So what is the total number of trees planted by second standard? 2 plus 2 plus 2. 6 trees are planted by second standard. Third standard, each division will plant 3 trees. Fourth standard, each division will plant 4 trees. Fifth standard will plant each division 5 trees. It's going on like this till standard 12, right? The question is, what is the total number of trees planted by standard 1st to standard 12? That is the question. Hope you understood the given problem. It was decided that the number of trees that each section of each class will plant will be the same as the class they are studying. Means what? First standard will plant each section 1 tree. Second standard students will plant 2 trees per section. Third standard will plant 3 trees per division. That is the meaning of these 3 lines. And it is explained in the remaining. A section of class 1 will plant 1 tree. A section of class 2 will plant 2 trees and so on till class 12. There are 3 sections in each class. How many trees will be planted by the students? So I have written the first line. Number of trees class 1 will plant is equal to 1 plus 1 plus 1 is equal to 3. Number of trees class 2 will plant is equal to 2 plus 2 plus 2, which is equal to 6. Number of trees third standard will plant 3 plus 3 plus 3, which is equal to 9. Like that the series goes. Now we end up with 12th standard. 12th standard, because they are in 12th standard, each section will plant 12 trees per division. So it becomes 36. Therefore, the arithmetic progression is 3, 6, 9 up to what? Up to 36. A is equal to 3. D is 6 minus 3, which is 3. There are 12 standards in the school. Therefore, n is equal to 12. The question is find what? Find S12. So, we are going to use Sn formula. It is n upon 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So, substituting S12 is equal to n upon 2, 12 upon 2, 2a, 2 into 3 plus n minus 1. N is 12 minus 1, d is also 3. 12 upon 2 is 6, 6 plus 11 into 3, which is 6 into 6 plus 33, 6 into 39. So, how many trees will be planted? 234 trees will be planted. S12 is equal to 234. Eighteenth sum. A spiral is made up of successive semicircles with centers alternatively at A and B, starting with center at A of radius 0.5 centimeter, 1 centimeter, 1.5 centimeter as shown in the figure. What is the total length of such spiral made up of 13 consecutive semicircles? The figure is drawn. The figure says that first with center A of radius 0.5 centimeter, a semicircle is drawn. So, this is the semicircle drawn with center A and radius is what? Radius is 5 centimeter. So, the center is A with 0.5 centimeter, a semicircle is drawn. Right? This is the first semicircle. Then, the second semicircle is drawn with center B. B. What is the radius taken? 1 centimeter. So, center B and radius 1 centimeter. This is the second semicircle drawn with center B and radius 1 centimeter. Again, center A is chosen with 1.5 centimeter. We got L3, right? Then center B with radius 2 centimeter. It is drawn. So, alternatively, we are getting the semicircle. It is drawn in the figure very clearly. So, when we take center A with radius 0.5 centimeter, L1 is the length of the semicircle. When it is drawn with center B radius 1 centimeter, L2 is the length of the semicircle. Then L3 is the third semicircle. L4 is the length of the fourth semicircle. It is going on like that. But initially we should know how to calculate length of the semicircle. So that let us remember. Length of a semicircle is pi r, right? The formula is pi r. So I find length of the first semicircle. First semicircle. What it is? It is denoted by L1. L1 is pi. The formula. What is the first radius taken? 0.5. Length of the second semicircle is denoted by L2. L2 is pi. What is the radius taken? 1.0. Length of the third semicircle, it is L3, pi into 1.5 centimeter. Right? Okay. So, how many semicircles are drawn? 13 semicircles are drawn. So, we have to find out sum of L1, L2, L3, L13 we have to find out. So, we are supposed to find L1 plus L2 plus L3 up to what? Up to L13. So, what is the first length of the first semicircle? 0.5 pi. And then the second is 1.0 pi. Next is 1.5 pi. It goes on. So what is A here? A is equal to 0.5 pi. D we find A2 minus A1, 1.05 minus 0.5 pi equal to 0.5 pi. How many consecutive semicircles are drawn? 13. So n is equal to 13. What we are asked to find out? S13 we are asked to find out. So we use Sn formula. Sn is n upon 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. S13 we are finding. So it is 13 upon 2, 2a. A is 0.5 pi, 0.5 pi plus n is 13 minus 1, d also 0.5 pi. So it is 13 upon 2, 2 into 0.5 pi is 1 pi plus 12 into 0.5 pi, which is 13 upon 2, pi is common, I take it out. So here 1 is remaining, 12 into 0.5, 12 into half becomes 6. 13 upon 2, pi value is given in the question as 22 upon 7 into what? Into 7. So 7 gets cancelled, 2 also gets cancelled. We get 143, it is in centimeter. Therefore, the length of all the 13 semicircles is equal to what? Equal to 143 centimeter. Nineteenth sum. 200 logs are stacked in the following manner. 20 logs in the bottom row, 19 in the next row, 18 in the next row, and so on. You know what are logs, right? Wooden blocks. They are arranged. So when we do arrangements, right? When we keep the logs, first we start with the bottom row and then its top row and then its top row, it goes on. So first term is the bottom row. Second is one row top of this bottom, like that it goes. So what is the nth term? Nth term will be the topmost row, topmost, right? So the logs are arranged like this. This is the bottom and then top of this, here it is arranged, and then top, I'm drawing roughly like this it is arranged, right? So the bottom row consists of 20 logs. So this is the first row. A1 is equal to 20 logs. This is A2, 19. This is A3, like that it goes. The question is, how many rows are there with this 200 logs? Total number of logs we have 200. So in this manner, means starting with 20, 19, 18, like that, how many rows can be arranged with this 200 logs? And the second question is, how many logs are there in the top row, topmost row, right? How many logs are arranged here? This also we have to find out how many. Hope you understood the question. 200 logs are there. So bottom row consists of 20 and the next is 19, 18, like that the logs are arranged. The question is, if we have total logs 200, in how many lines, in how many rows we can arrange, and how many logs are there in the topmost row. So number of logs in the bottom row is equal to what? Equal to 20. So this is what this is, A1, which is equal to 20. Number of logs in the second row from the bottom, very important. this is equal to 19. Therefore, we get the numbers as 20, 19, 18, and so on. So what is this 200 given? Sn is equal to what? Equal to 200. Therefore, we have A 20, D is 19 minus 20, which is equal to minus 1. Now Sn is n upon 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Sn value is 200, n we don't know, number of rows are asked, so n we are asked to find out, n is asked here. 2 into a, 2 into 20 plus n minus 1 into minus 1. Here it is 2 into 200, 400, n into 40 minus n, we are multiplying with minus 1 here, minus n plus 1. So it is 400 equal to n, 40 plus 1 is 41 minus n. So we get here 400 is equal to, multiplying by n we get 41n minus n square. 41n minus n square. So I frame a quadratic equation. N square comes here as plus, minus 41n plus 400 is equal to what? Equal to 0. 400 remains on the same side, therefore it is equal to 0. There are 3 terms, degree is 2, therefore by splitting the middle term we are going to get the factors. So here it is n square minus 16n minus 25n plus 400 equal to 0. This 2 addition gives minus 41. If you multiply these two numbers, we get here it is equal to 400. So I take n common here, we'll get n minus 16. Here if you take 25 common, you'll get n minus 16 equal to 0. The factors are n minus 16, n minus 25 equal to 0. Therefore, n equal to 16 or n is equal to 25. Equating each factor to 0, we get n is equal to 16 or n is equal to 25. Out of the two numbers if we get, if any one is negative, because n is a positive integer, we drop the negative one. But in this case, we have got both the numbers as positive. Therefore, we are going to try both. Sometimes both the values can be possible. Sometimes only one will be possible. So we got number of logs, it can be, number of rows, it can be 16 or it can be 25. After that, we are asked to find out how many logs are there in the top row. That top row, we are going to take it as an. What is an? An is a plus n minus 1 into d. If n equal to 16, because we got 2, we are going to use both in this formula. A16 is equal to A is 20 plus n is 16 minus 1, d is minus 1, which is 20. 16 minus 1 is 15, minus 15 equal to 5. So when there are 16 rows, number of logs in the last row, means the topmost row, equal to what? Equal to 5. So one answer we found. Now we are going to try with n is equal to 25. When n is equal to 25, substituted here, we'll get A25 is equal to 20 plus 25 minus 1 into minus 1 becomes 20. 25 minus 1 is 24, minus into minus 1 becomes minus 24, which is equal to minus 4. So when we count the logs, this is number of logs in the topmost row in the second case. But we are getting here negative. When somebody tells you to count how many books are there, how many logs are there, the answer never comes in negative. So it's understood that this value is not valid. We are going to consider only n is equal to 16. So here not acceptable. Therefore, n is equal to 16 and A16 is equal to what? Equal to 5. There will be 16 rows and number of logs in the 16, the topmost row is how many? 5. Hope you understood. In 20th sum, it's given, in a potato race, a bucket is placed at the starting point. It is placed at the starting point, which is 5 meter from the first potato. This is the first potato. The bucket is kept at a distance of 5 meter from the first potato. And other potatoes are placed 3 meter apart in a straight line. If you measure the distance between the first and the second potato, it is 3. Second and third potato is also 3. Like that, with a distance of 3 meter between the potatoes, the distance is maintained on a straight line. There are 10 potatoes. There are 10 potatoes. What is the total distance the competitor has to run? If the competitor has to collect 10 potatoes in the bucket, what is the total distance the competitor has to run? Also, it is given the competitor starts from the bucket, right? This is the first potato. The competitor starts from this point. So, the competitor goes till the first potato. How many meters? 5 meters. Now, to put the potato back in the bucket, again, the competitor has to come back 5 meters. So, what is the total distance covered to pick up the first potato? 5 meter towards the potato. To bring it to the bucket, again 5 meters. So, 10 meters the competitor has to run. So, I write distance covered to collect the first potato is equal to, hope you understood. Here the competitor begins. So 5 meters till the first potato she runs, and then to put the potato in the bucket 5 meters she has to come back. Therefore 5 plus 5, which is equal to 10 meter. Now distance covered to collect the second potato. The second potato is here. This is the second potato. So 5 plus 3 meters towards the second potato. To put it in the bucket, again 8 meters, 3 plus 5, 8 meters. So what is the total distance the competitor runs? 8 plus 8, which is equal to 16. Distance covered to collect the third potato. Third potato is here. This is the third potato. So 5 plus 3, 8, 8 plus 3, 11. 11 meters towards the third potato and comes back to put it 11 meters. So we'll get here 11 plus 11, which is equal to 22. Hope you understood. Therefore, the terms of AP are 10, 16, 22, it goes on. Therefore, what is A? A is equal to 10. D is 16 minus 10, which is equal to 6. And number of potatoes given is equal to 10. So, what we are asked to find out? We are asked to find out S10. Sn equals n upon 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. S10 we are supposed to find out. Therefore, it is 10 upon 2. 2 into 10 plus 10 minus 1 into d. D is equal to 6. So, here it is 5, 20 plus 9 into 6, which is equal to 5 into 20 plus 54, which is equal to 5 into 74, 370 meters. Therefore, how much distance the competitor has to run? 370 meters. You can conclude the answer. Total distance the competitor has to run 370 meters. So here this we should remember. The competition begins from the bucket. So to collect the first potato, 5 meters towards the potato, and to put it in the bucket another 5 meters. Therefore 5 plus 5, 10. The second potato is here. So 5 plus 3, 8 towards the potato. To put it in the bucket another 8. Therefore 8 plus 8 equal to 16. Like that it is arranged. There are 10 potatoes. Therefore n is equal to 10. So examples of this topic, children, you can try by yourself.